walk around with an op, or if
or maybe they had good prep against Navi's old comp, but it's like you can't expect them to be running their old comp like a month later. Okay, FUT on defense, Navi on attack. Let's see what FUT have got. We get double sheriffs. They go for a Gen G pistol. Double sheriffs.
In action. There's already FUT straight up walking towards rubble.
It was you, Gabri? Actually, yeah, I think it was you.
Straight up brawl here, right. And they're going to commit. Mr. Fallen's found Shout. I'd be surprised if they back away, but they are trying to temper the aggression a little bit. Artist almost with a catch there onto the follow-up. Paranoia posted to try and delay some of that further aggression. But still, blood drawn on either side.
Drone still available for Angel.
Okay. Pop that through. That's going to allow Artist to step in.
No smokes. They should run through. I don't think they can just sit here in sight. They need to go and commit through to C or something.
Yeah, I think you're on the same page. Yedajay's position worries me, though, because that cuts off Angel, and it makes it a little bit more uncomfortable. They
still maybe doable.
I feel, but beyond that, it's going to be a very
Artist would have to do a lot.
Zipan still has a little bit of kit. You can see that. Still curious if there is a lurk posted somewhere or someo's not quite with them, but we know that Navi have all players.
Zipan can get one here that's giant. Okay. That must have been a nice shot.
Individual attempt too. The other two players from Navi.
And they get it smoked off. Okay, this has been great from FUT so far.
And it's going to be down to Sugetsu and Artist to try and find some value here, because FUT playing as a pack, playing together. Not going to make this easy. Yeah, taps on the spike, drawing all eyes through. Clock is running a little lower now, so FUT do need to focus on that. Let's get a little bit more dangerous here as we get to
okay, he's not going for the knife and everything as well. It got pretty close, 10-21.
That won't be a problem in the end, but a highly volatile start.
Very interesting start with all that fight towards A main with the shift walking around. Shout going down early was quite unfortunate, because
I wonder if there's dude, I would love to know a stat based on like double sheriff, because Gen G's pistol record's pretty insane. The double sheriff has been really popular at the moment.
Together, they had a flash on the breach still, so if they want to fight something, they should do it together. Jeez, is that a lie?
Production had fun. That's what
it's because they refer to him as the Balrog, right?
I should just talk over it next time.
Yeah, straight up. No, but yeah, I guess this does talk a little bit into that bigger picture, into that post plant. I don't mind that they went aggressive as, you know, two of them towards CT to try and take some sort of space back. But yeah, I guess it was a little bit of an individual effort as well on the other front.
Yeah, it's like
they're allowed two, let's say 3 deaths. We'll give them a Spectre death as well.
They're going to smoke either Spike or you. Pop the camera when they're defusing it. Spam them, flash them, peek them together. Do something together. Anything together.
Yeah. For now.
Outlaw for Sugetsu. Who's bought this one for him? Artist. Artist buys him an Outlaw. He buys heavy armor.
There's an angle there that you were hoping
and everyone else is taking the jewels first.
But Angel's lost
and he's just holding stairs the whole time. Okay, hold up.
Okay.
We got a kill, but
a bit more of that.
now we got 3 people that have heavy armor. Ooh, and they kind of know the positioning, the fact that no one spammed off of that.
That is one factor to this, so he's got to be a little bit careful.
Artist?
Going to find Artist though. Shao, the danger man. Bulldog in play. Plant going to be coming in as well. They've made this look a little bit more doable, to say the least.
What on earth is Artist doing? Your teammates got guns.
Give us another.
Just look at the weapons. You'd think Navi was the team on Eco here.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. 2 Bulldogs now in hand. Zipan's got one for himself as well. Mr. Fallen was on the sheriff. You've only got Spectre with Yedajay. The time going to start ticking a little bit quicker now. Forced to fight and actually falls. Yedajay gets a fight on it. And how has this turned on its head? It shouldn't.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. It was looking so good for them. At one point there was a 2v3 there. Bulldog, and
they have the winning situation, but again,
yeah, and the Outlaw.
First guy peeks. It's Sugetsu. He misses his Outlaw shots
from
the tree.
Navi have been
it's next. It's another isolated
like a lot of VOD review rounds out of the past couple of days for Navi.
And then again, like these
some of these situations can be played a lot better.
Easily if you don't play with the discipline. That's what Navi is missing. It's the discipline.
Which, for some reason, my brain just doesn't like hearing Navi and not disciplined. You know what I mean? Even historically. As it stands, you're not wrong. But look at the state of these buys. What is this?
Sloppy? Yeah, a little bit.
Operator for CNED. Outlaw still out for Yedajay. That I imagine got collected probably from that last round. But still, on the other side, rifles galore for Navi. So it's really on CNED to find masses of value with this, or make sure he doesn't lose it. A lot of pressure over towards our captain as well.
The Doombro stocks are just going up and up.
NAVI just
they really are.
Waters, not overly enamored with the idea of continuing down this path, but a lot of presence shown early.
Heavy shields for 4 players of NAVI. That Outlaw not going to do much, but the op could be devastating.
Yeah, pretty much cuts off C, doesn't it? Makes it incredibly hard to hit towards. Do still have Zipan with all, all the kit and caboodle, but still. See timing on this. Jake, lucky boy.
Still kind of okay information because Cypher alone over towards A.
It felt like it was going to be that B hit, but actually.
Yeah, CNED should be pretty prepped for this now.
And his shots this time.
Drone, dart, flash, stun, anything. Oof.
Okay, they get away with their life. They could have invested a little earlier.
It saves a lot though, so he's going to get overwhelmed here. Oh, he messed it up.
Yeah, he's in trouble now.
Still hasn't popped his dash though.
Does eventually relinquish that pressure. Has a little bit of a glance, but with 23 seconds, they need to make sure they get this plant down and nothing denies it. I'm looking towards Cracks. Does he have anything to maybe dissuade it? No, not really at this point. Plant is coming in and it's safe. Zipan gets the spike down here. A little bit of chip damage, but NAVI can now slip away and sit into a post plant and hopefully hold it, considering the weapons they have. CNED probably not wanting to over-invest on his pathing here. Need the rest of FUT to really set this in motion if they want to go for this fully. That Bulldog was to fall in, that Stinger in play. It's Zipan.
They got no util to get through anything here.
Now. This is going to be buying precious seconds here. Xiao, the first one to truly draw blood, looking for a follow-up as well. It's going to be Artis. Nicely done here. NAVI holding well, and CNED wants out of there. Time to run, time to back away.
They still did okay damage. Yeah, there was one point here where they just had like all the vision block and then just nothing to even get anywhere close to them.
They managed to make it past.
I was nervous because it was such a
At
wide
least
jump
they
spot.
kept the op.
But I like the follow-up. You get the drone spots on the radar. It doesn't even have to get the tag. Reach falls up with the stun. Guess what? You can't scope it with the op. And then they just go and take that space right away. And they played this post play relatively well. They played together, side by side. They had a good counter stun on the
Wait, Lex, is there really that many people there?
And then they were able to hold
It's weird that they put the whole schedule back. Because it's so late. In Germany.
Now, where does CNED play with it this time? That's a
like we actually got, if we actually got 3 maps for each game, the game would kind of. What would it? It would literally. Would they not be starting the last map at 12?
We did see the NAVI prioritizing this control early on here.
Or would it be 11?
Post a couple of blind shots through. Was he going to have heard that door being broken?
That is a wide one.
That was enough of a body to be seen.
The fact that he didn't take the shot earlier, he thought he could go a little bit deeper.
So an early man advantage now for FUT.
Last map would start at 11. It was pretty late, considering you got to try to get home as well. Especially on a weekday.
Slipped into blue.
He's actually managed to make it pretty far. Has been noted on his route in, so he's not going to be, unconsidered or.
It's Friday today, yeah, but you got to think that they're on Wednesday, Thursday also.
Slow down someone like CNED who can't really flex back in this way. He'll be kept in check. The plant to be slowed down, and it's actually CNED to connect. Finds Angel. Nice work here from him. He's done good damage.
NAVI need an absolute hero.
Zipan
may be on site.
The rest of FUT to try and match that pace. Whoa! NAVI showing some of that.
All 3 of them got a kill.
And
they actually called for the save.
He did so much early. It really isn't going to be much to be found at this point.
Yeah, that flash from Xiao was nice though. They kind of timed it well.
Cracks realizing that this is a lost cause.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes watching NAVI, I sometimes forget like how good some of these players individually are until a round like this comes out and you get to see Sugetsu and Zipan fighting together, and even Xiao. And in some instances, he's been quiet the last, I guess, this entire week, but at one point in time, like, he was a menace.
Yeah, the scary factor is that the potential of NAVI is always exceptionally high. It's whether or not it feels like maybe the meta suits them. Are they playing in form? Are they playing together? Do they have that synergy? You know, if they get all the green flags, they're one of the scariest teams.
So with that round,
everyone internationally remembers that, and you
they force them down to an eco.
Hit that form, if only. And it is glimmers of it though. It's not consistent at the moment. They have not had that consistency for some time, but you see it in moments like that, as you said. After we've had CNED find 2 first picks. Very well done from him. And yet the tides can still turn when Na'Vi remember a little bit of who they are. Back to business, however, and it's similar scenes.
3-person walk from FUT. Obviously no killjoy, so we don't have early info. They got to get past this trip. Smoke to delay them as well.
Very difficult to find a stronger hold from this position, especially with a Stinger. Yeah, he can be a nuisance.
Do they just let the Omen TP? Probably not with 3 of them.
The site is open. The flank's there, yes. What more are you meant to do? Yeah,
Sugetsu. Bro, your trip's broken at main. Goal it. Stop spamming the body. Your trip's broken.
You better land your shots, and he does go down on a 1-for-1 trade out in the end. And now into a 2v2. Cracks Mr. Fallen.
That's so funny.
3 kills for Cracks in this round. TP. Gives Mr. Fallen at least a weapon to play with. Not ideal, but it's a weapon nonetheless. Maybe looking, yeah, there it is. Sugetsu's Vandal.
Last player standing.
And a banging shot. Xiao.
God, they have a smoke for the spike as well.
They've got the clock against them as well. Xiao needs to play this perfectly, though.
And he kind of is at the moment.
Against 2. A tap on the spike, and they found him. Devastating after what was shooting a body mid-round. If you're going to give it, you better be ready to deliver on it too, and FUT just laugh at them.
This is so reminiscent of last map as well.
How
it's
they
just
lost
those
this.
situations, you know where both of the players are. Artists, why are you peeking there in that 2 versus 2?
What the hell?
Yeah.
Well done.
That's so
It's like he's
savage.
sending out his agents now. He's actually sending them in person. We've got Lexicon out and everything. There's no
That's so
escape.
funny.
Like this peak was
Lexi
completely
made it.
unnecessary from Artists. We're seeing CNET again, just like
Koshi's flaming me.
Koshi's
flaming me.
Easily, but again, it's reminiscent of that.
Lexi made it.
Where he's just caught out in the open again.
Bro, that was a horrendous round from Navi, bro.
With the up saved.
Hold on. This is all getting a little bit.
Some of the rounds they're losing are criminal.
CNET gets away unscathed. He's kind of forced to commit to this for a little bit longer, though. But the one-way should give him safe exit, but that was right on a knife's edge.
Yeah, just stalled each other out with just traded utility, reset the round a little bit, got info on what the initial setup was. I've seen more saves with the op than I've seen op kills, but right here.
Oh, yeah, that's lovely though.
Good opening pick
Yeah,
from Artists.
and they speed
Really
up.
well done. He'll be happy with that. But there's quick rotations. This is completely free. Look at the captain. Does he spot? Yeah, he knows it. He hears them trying to fly on through. Maybe not expecting players to be there that quickly, but again, what's the plan now?
There is no plan. That's the plan.
Yeah, Angel walk up, kill CNET.
There is no plan.
Do that every time. And now Na'Vi just start hitting shots.
What is this game, man?
Finally,
Navi lose the rounds, they look like they're gonna lose, and then they win the rounds, they look like they're gonna...
Tempted.
I just... It's all over the place.
Sneak in here,
It was a nice first kill, though.
Got a feel. Should be watching.
From Artists, but...
Zipan just kind of rears his head up, and Mr. Fallen shots in the dark, but close enough that he wants to back away. What was this round, Josh?
I don't know. Like, the initial trade of util at A makes sense. Okay, we're going to cancel out. We have the information. Let's go back to C's. Artist, beautiful opening pick onto Yeta J. Holding C with, I think he had an outlaw. Perhaps it was not. Great. But then you have 1 player towards B, it's Sugetsu. You have 1 player towards A, it's Angel. You have 3 players towards C. You got that opening pick. You know that the Vipers come and stabilize that. You just threaten the cross with the smoke. Why go in?
Sorry, I meant they lose the rounds, they look like they're gonna win.
Maybe it sets up this kill from Angel, maybe then Sugetsu's able to get another kill out front B. Maybe that death made this round happen. Let's just say that. Let's just be happy with that.
I feel like you're having a meltdown. Are you alright?
I'm having fun.
Jolly old time.
Yeah, and I think FUT not happy with how this has been going so far.
Zipan's raise is good, yeah, Zipan's got a great raise.
In the world to work with. Sadly, not
I think they just want to stick with the roles being the same every single time.
Guardians, Sheriffs, however they want to, try and spread the wealth. But a back and forth couple of rounds, but Na'Vi, it feels unorthodox, and it feels like they're getting away with things they shouldn't sometimes. As I said, that Angel walk-up felt very strange, but as I said, maybe it was all the master plan in the end, but it leaves you wondering, because how are you meant to deal with it if you're FUT as well?
Well, it's CNET again, just caught kind of like shift walking around in the open to a lurker. And it's like, yeah, it's a little bit convincing, but all they've really seen as confirmed info is that Artist is towards C, got that opening kill onto Yeta J, and then coming into the site and died. That's the only information. Where is the Cypher? Where's the Sova? We haven't seen the dart, the drone. We haven't seen the camera. We haven't seen even follow-up players. We haven't seen where the Omen is or the breach. We haven't seen any of that. So where are we actually moving to and why?
Yeah, a couple of those questions could be brought forward here, and you kind of hope that the coach checks in on that, maybe kind of tightening things up here, because
okay, Zipan has his all. Chance for Na'Vi to get a lot of money.
These opportunities.
Artist going for another peek over the top.
It's going to be over towards the A side. And CNED's hands, of course. And Na'Vi this time will get early rubble control. Nice chip damage on Angel there. Straight through the wall. What do you do off the back of this, though? Because again, you can't overly read into anything, and it's Artist again gives them that entry.
He's opening up over towards C. Dude, all the Jets have got that opening kills every single round, I swear.
This time it's confirmed attendance, at least that Na'Vi are here. They have shot a couple of times. Spike's still yet to move. It's actually Yevgeny. I don't know how the hell he got that one.
Yeah, I mean, just opened the door, took a drill from B.
The door
did he actually open it?
And took the duel. Yeah, it had to have been. It wasn't a wall shot.
Yeah. CNED has shifted forward. It's actually Mr. Fallen who gets the shot too, so they may not know about CNED on this. Angel should have probably shouldered that, so he's got at least the information, but...
Dude, not that it's 100% going to happen at the moment, because they can still walk into C. But how many times have Na'Vi been, like, ecos or beaten by a low buy in the past, I mean, in the literal 2 games that we've seen them? Their percentages of like ecos or low buys, whatever you want to call it, has been awful.
They're going to open the door. They're going to use the breach ulti.
Oh wow! Wait, what is? Where was that? Was that?
It was a waterfall.
If either he was over the top of waterfall or he just caught someone maybe walking up towards site, I'm not certain. But CNED again, just 2 HP. He's trying.
Yeah, no time with it. CNED gets the reset on the last knife, and they have knives, 2 guardians, and we get another 50.
That was like a Na'Vi 2015 CS round.
Na'Vi-esque timing.
6 or 7? Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's like 750s or something.
For no reason.
Okay, so that was the that was one we thought. Right, okay, cool. This is what I was waiting on. Where did he get this kill?
Oh, that's a shot.
Angel pushed up on that.
You sound surprised.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yep.
It's like you haven't been listening to anything I said the entire last map.
Because sometimes I hope for better, Josh.
Okay.
You know, I'm praying for better days. Yeah. That's it. Like, you know.
Yeah, there is no normality in this game at the moment.
Can they find consistency in this though? I'm trying to bring it back, man.
It's been a shocker.
I'm losing my mind.
It really has been. Just from Na'Vi's POV mainly. I'm not even that mad at FUT at all.
Maybe a little unnecessary.
I just don't understand how they lose some of these rounds.
Towards this early control on Rubble. And Yenajay goes for it as well. Stop feeding the beast. They're going to happily greet this with a smile. Not sure what the plan was. They had the pit down towards C. They had safety in that. Maybe a little unnecessary, and now it all falls onto the shoulders of Mr. Fallen and cracks.
You know, I think your optimism's rubbing off on me a little bit. I'm finally starting to see it from both teams, because CNED's doing this so often this game, and Navi's been doing it as well. They're consistent. They are consistent. They're consistently inconsistent.
I'm sorry, I've driven you absolutely mental. Angel has cleared cracks, so things going from bad to worse here. There's then kind of pendulum swings into the hands more of a captain, but you got 5 against you, and they're about to get the plant down. Artist going to shift up a little closer, does give them a step, but you can already see the damage coming in. Unconfirmed, yes, but it's just not going to work.
Oh, they are not saving these. The hunt is on so early.
At least some of this as well, and that's going to be a player move. Not sure if he noted Mr. Fallen, but he seems very heads up about it. Mr. Fallen may not even be able to keep this rifle.
This whole game, dude, this has been a weird map. I will not lie. It's been a really weird map. Navi win every buy round, buy v buy, but they lose every thrifty.
You know when, like, you know, the Reddit threads start and they're like, oh, still so negative. He's even making Pansy negative. Yeah, well, finally able to say how I feel, you know?
I wouldn't be so negative. You didn't always, you know...
Right. Ask you honest questions, or... Oh, you...
Yeah, Fnatic, are we allowed to say the G word?
I don't even know what G word you go.
Glazing?
Oh, right. Yeah, no, you can.
Okay.
You can.
You can. It's been done.
Yeah. Fortunately, I don't think I've had to cast Fnatic for a minute, because they've stopped doing deep runs at tournaments.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
That's always...
It's almost like... Fnatic just win a lot.
No one's safe right now.
I used to cast a lot of the finals games. It's weird. BLR in absolute shambles.
No one is safe. Okay, Na'Vi in a good spot. They're against the low by slow, so that worries me. 2 ults.
And now you love to watch them because they're losing, or what?
Yeah, I love an underdog. I can't help myself. Anyway, CNED.
How's
Let's
out of
see
there?
what you've got this time. That was a tag, I think, on Yedajay. Oh, no, it was Cracks, excuse me. So he's going to have to walk away. A little worse for wear.
Oh, and they
Still
saw
an
him falling back.
Scramble of a fight.
Well, you use the Hunter's Fury.
Yeah. Does that make you feel better now?
A little bit.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, at least it was used. Because he's had it, again, for a few rounds. And I think that's one of the things that Na'Vi could work on is their ultimate usage.
Yeah. I mean,
using them off cooldown, like, why sit on them for multiple rounds?
It does feel as though we kind of see certain teams really do well at it and kind of excel in that instance. And you can see the validity.
Fallon's got a lot of work cut out from here.
Kind of maybe wait for the
to try to get one on site.
Not always present itself.
Yeah. I
For
think
now,
Heretics and KC are perfect examples of that.
I'm in complete agreement. It was Heretics that always comes to mind when you know you kind of talk about it. But KC, yeah.
Honestly, I think FUT's really good at it.
But now it's gonna be a side take coming in, and the lesser weapons.
Okay, got his one.
Succeeding so far, and Mr. Fallen just gonna be pacing around the site here, looking for a follow-up. He might get it. No, outdone in the end, but you can see the ults coming through.
16 HP on Zipan.
The information though. Going to make it trickier to find any sort of freebie. So Getsu and Zipan, you imagine they'll play this together. Oh my god, okay.
You'll imagine they'll play this together. That was the best timing ever.
Getsu's there. 5 for Na'Vi. I don't even know if that deserved the golf clap crowd. You guys are kinder than we are, but that was a dangerous moment, really. I don't know how it got down to being that.
I mean, they thought when he wasn't peeking here that he was dropped.
Kind of like watch that round like you're kind of like sniffing spoiled milk or something. Your body like fully recoiling. Like what is going on there? But again, yeah, I mean, it is.
They did win a round against the low buy though, so that's a great sign.
Really fine
and they used a breach ult against the low buy as well, which honestly, at this rate, I feel like should be happening more from what I'm seeing.
It gets really close.
Trying to make an early play towards middle, but no real opportunity to swing off the back of it. So again, we kind of go back to what we know here, which is Na'Vi taking this rubble space.
Well, don't overextend.
But we love to do that. We did that every single time. And actually, do they re-peek it?
Oh, what a shot. What an absolute shot.
Still. Do you remember they gave Xiao 2 kills from that doorway?
Shadows traveling.
Maybe not opting for it here. It is going to be Yedajay sitting deeper this time. Maybe just wait and see if anyone's daring to push through it. And still has his util, so he could force them off these angles. Yeah, going to make him fall away. Oh, this is going to take the space that he's given him.
Wait, they double committed. Oh, what a great stun.
Nice face together there. Playing in unison and actually giving Na'Vi very few options.
Yeah, Krax's stun here was so nice. They hit the guys behind, but it isolated was it Artis on site.
Threats towards A. This is very, very tough. Even spotting out where Xiao's currently residing, maybe that door's going to apply a little bit more pressure towards him.
Yeah, just saw the gun barrel. Obviously, someone opened the door, so.
He is FUT much better in that round.
Yeah, that was a very nice round from FUT. Yeah, Angel maybe went a little bit too wild here.
But I have to just like point it out again. I don't mean to do this. I don't want to do this. Like, please.
Ain't no way you only have 21 nice shots. Surely that got reset at some point. I must have had more than 20.
FUT realizes, hey, like we've pushed this off. We know it's just this one player. It's Sugetsu. We broke the trip. We're gonna rotate towards where the next noise is, which is A. And guess who's walking into our screen?
Yeah, your favorite.
My favorite.
Crazy you hate Angel. I thought you two would be best friends after the CS dynasty and everything. Shit.
Just because we're both 44 years old doesn't mean that like we have this sort of.
How old are you? You older than me?
I might be. I think we're the same age.
Oh god.
Oh god.
It's straight up over. Na'Vi pausing here. A close game though. Yeah, it's been kind of scrappy and messy from both sides, and you can see some faults being shown here. But it is being kept at a close scoreline, 5 apiece. I I don't know which way this is going to tilt, because CNED's not...
How can I have 21 nice shots, but 260 times people have asked about my age?
Kind of get the ball rolling. It felt
How is this real
life?
life?
The rounds on at least Descent here seems a little bit more consistent on the other side. It just feels hard to pin down what the overall ethos is coming in for NAVI.
It is. I'm trying to like let the cogs work in my brain and just give you an answer, but I just don't have one.
No, and I think that's the fact here, is that it's a little bit hard to kind of pin them down. And it comes back to a touch of the Heretics game as well.
It's hard to fathom that someone can be this old, dude. That's savage, man. What the hell?
Contrast to this scoreline, but still, let's see what they've got here. Right back
in the grand scheme of life, I'm relatively young, Jack.
Really. It doesn't seem like as much
but I get it. In esports, no, I get where you're coming from.
Which is Mr. Fallen here. Pressure, yes, from the CT side of things, and Mr. Fallen
but
does
that's
need to show his
crazy.
hand. And Artis? I don't know if there was maybe a miscomm on that, or just simply tunnel visioned in, but he gets found. That could have been what felt like a 5v4, but actually still success. Zipan lands a shot, cracks though going to take towards the site. Does go down in the end, but a counter smoke
I thought he
comes
was going to get a double hit.
A little out of kilter, but it works nonetheless.
Smoke is everything.
Now a 2v2.
Well, they're sending it.
And a captain creeping closer, a tap on the spike, and a captain!
Oi, yeah, I love that they just sent it through the smoke here. And the fact that they hadn't seen, was it yesterday or Atta? I can't remember which. But they hadn't seen one of them, so they couldn't realize that they could double hold the smoke, so there's still question marks back at sight. And then they took the timing of the 1v2 of him planting. Yeah, that was nice, man. Especially the flash shot,
really makes sense to me. Because Atta Captain, he's in that tree room like every round, basically. There's someone in there for a foot.
Dude, we're not including turtles, bro. What is this talk?
Ready to back out now. Up against a broken buyer, no real ults. I mean, they could maybe strive to get Zipans or Artists, but it's not going to be an easy one. Maybe Zipans is a little bit easier than anything, but still.
CNED needs to break the drone. If Angel uses the drone here, needs to break it to set the other J up. That smoke coming in is going to allow him. Oh,
what is CNED doing?
See when this comes in, you can see the Aldrome being waited on. Not ready too. Here comes the smokes. Very choreographed hit. Not yeah, the J's been very much caught in this one. Artist trying to find his man. It's fine. As long as he gets the kill in the end, it's fine. It may not be fine. CNED's on the site. Now suddenly it's all going topsy-turvy. Held at the door.
Oh no.
Denied entry. Doesn't need to overdo things here. The plant certainly not going down anytime soon. NAVI need other options, and maybe Sugetsu can give them that. But with only a Sheriff, it's not going to be easy. With this pause, it might allow that consideration to come into place for FUT as well, that they could pivot elsewhere.
I think they should just use like a dart on A, let Sugetsu tell them where the rotations are happening.
Where are they going for? Are they worried someone's still an A, maybe?
Plant the spike.
And they're really far away.
Yeah, they're playing in the corner of the site, which is going to allow them to peek it from a lobby.
Now we've got to see what that lurk does here, right? So
yeah, the lurk has to get something.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we're at least here's
at least two,
people running.
Three.
Yep. He's going to try and match that timing, or, you know, try and slip behind them potentially. Catch him on the way. Yeah.
How long is Atta going to hold that for?
Yeah, they're also very aware of this lurk now.
Yeah, now they can speed up over towards site.
Still need to deal with the players on the site, and Zipan does have that Guardian. That's the big factor here. Lovely shot, the first big trade. Completely unaware of the fact that Mr. Fallen could even be here. Does drift out into the eyes of Sugetsu, but a tap on the spike should draw the attention. CNED takes out Sugetsu.
That is a shot and a half. Yeah, he's been in some really nice shots with the knives.
He's back.
That's all it took.
That was a stacked defense from him.
Scoreline for what we've seen, or do you think too close, too one-sided?
No, NAVI should have way more rounds than this.
We've seen from both sides.
I think it's fair. I think FUT has probably shown a little bit higher degree of play this game so far, and I think that's reflected in the scoreline. They're just ahead by a couple of rounds. Yep. NAVI's not playing horribly, but they could be playing way better. They need to tighten up a lot of these rounds where it comes to discipline issues.
Yeah, fair play.
Side swap.
Side swap.
Attack now for FUT. NAVI on the defending. Ooh dear. Let's see. Be trickier.
Navi face top 2 and top 1 in EMEA at the moment.
Oh god, well.
Yeah, probably.
That's a nightmare, isn't it?
They've been a hard team to gauge, really, where they sit. Like only losing to Heretics.
And I'm such an apologist constantly for Ardis as well. Like, you know, after I think he was on Ascent, you know, the clip he got against like DRX. The guy
the shocks don't do too much
when
damage
he
here.
that form, he is
We get a plant over towards tree, got 4 people in tree, 1 person with a camera spotting, all behind. Yeah, they definitely need to have like 1 extra person away from the tree, right? Okay.
Yeah, what's allowed him to think that was a
Wait, no, Ardis is here. 4 person on tree.
Alongside that, is there meant to be support that wasn't there? You know what set that in motion? But here we go.
Xiao's
okay, that just forces C-Ned forward.
Okay.
And he's
Xiao's
fine,
Omen Flash might get them all
to
here.
Close down on any of that utility. Okay, we've got a Paranoia, and that's coupled with Zipan, the last bit of kit that they've got here, and somehow they managed to stay alive, but fully blind. They come out of it. They just couldn't land the shots in time. It's all going from bad to worse to get to. You got to face the music, stand and fight and fall.
Hey, I mean, honestly, this is nice from FUT.
Scoreline getting steps away now from NAVI.
I think this is where FUT's going to start running away with the game. It's going to be like a 13-6, maybe 7 type of thing. Because
what's Mini talking about? Yeah,
having a string of 4 rounds in a row, I think this is going to be doing really well for their whole like mental. They're
what the hell, Mini?
They won the first
you made like.
They can see the end of the tunnel.
Chat.
They can see.
Someone give me the VLR.
They need to win a few rounds.
Someone give me the VLR
to
winnings of Fnatic.
Then they have to win this map and take it to a third.
And then look at what Mini just said.
Right? It's a real slog of an affair to kind of bring this back through, but a couple of good rounds could alleviate that. Going for a bit of a gamble this time, it looks like.
That's crazy, Mini.
Wait patiently, holding pretty much
1.1 mil. Mini, you need to behave. You actually need to behave yourself. That's crazy.
Point at all. It's gonna be Zipan and Ardis on one side. Yeah, he's just not getting any play here, is he? Zipan quickly cleared, and that's gateway open.
But I mean, he could get play. But he's
Coach gets 80% of that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy, man.
You can have Angel, but not Ardis. Alright. For now, though, FUT just step by step. It's so individual, isn't it? And Mr. Falling on for the ace here. Might as well give it a go if he fancies. So we get to nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. They're trying to play it in. They're trying to let him have it. Oh, he gets to slip away even further. Mr. Falling trying to chase him down.
30 seconds left.
Sugetsu.
They got an Omenal.
In the end, he actually took 2 with him, which is wild, but still. You're right, FUT taking steps now. This is, it's starting to get scary, more and more uphill.
Well, it's like a perfect indicator of like the whole like vibe situation, the momentum situation. That the fact that they're running away from the last player to allow the ace to happen. Like, you don't do that when you're just like, oh man, this is a really intense game. You're doing that when you're feeling like confident enough that we could go for these types of like lazy things and still come out on top. So they must be feeling really good in that FUT camp.
Are you a member of the FUT camp?
We're talking about people not getting any play. We're talking about the FUT camp. Not sure what's going on right now.
Look, is it after the watershed? I don't even know. It's like 9:30. Probably have to behave for another half an hour or so. Right, bring it back into... I was going to say bring it back into toe, but that feels a little too on the nose, doesn't it? For now, though, we do see a lighter investment, obviously, from FUT here.
This is a nice camera spot early. I've not seen this one before.
That's going to be Sugetsu with the challenge. He's in a whole lot of trouble.
Especially if they smoked and then pivot over towards B, you would see over it maybe. Cool.
They seem aware that he could be here, but we've got to see if they can close it down in time, because
Giant
Zipan's already chipping away at a captain. Good pick up there from Cracks. Swings it, and now it's looking likely like the plant is on the cards. See, they're already watching towards that heaven side in case anyone tries to get proactive and drop down ahead.
Yeah, Xiao's Omen Flash.
Ardis is a mile away.
Yeah, what's that? Where's Ardis, bro? Still in C, he's waiting for a luck.
They've wasted Dart, they've wasted Aftershock, they've wasted a Flash.
Smoke off Omen Flash?
I wish I could answer. I wish I could answer you, but there's 2 rifles, one with C-Ned and one with Mr. Fallen. Yeah, there's a Bulldog, and there's still that Outlaw, but yeah, FUT holding
someone Omen
perfectly.
Flash.
Mr. Fallen will be forced off this, might die for it.
There we
Yeah,
go.
he does. Nice first clear, but CNED still holding safe. Make sure that cross can't happen, and look at these crossfires. It's a very hard angle to find any way out of, and they don't. FUT shut down the account. It's double digits now, 10 to their name.
Did you wake up? How we doing?
I want to make excuses
with the 6
for Navi,
months?
but
Thank you,
again,
thank you.
This is running
We
out
need
of
more
steam
ranked
for
with
them.
Mini. That's
We gotta
actually
get
true.
Anti-histamines,
Dude, why is Mini
right?
so busy?
Hear me out.
It's crazy.
They have allergies. Whenever they have
We need
to
the
play
off-season.
together and use teamwork, they just start breaking out, right?
You
They
down?
have,
Okay,
like,
I'm down as well.
They get
Got it.
hives,
Yeah.
you know, it's hard to breathe, itchy eyes, watery eye, I don't know, just like everything happening, right?
This sounds like the Zaiwu like weather in France thing. All right, we're not there
quality.
yet. We're not there yet. We're not going that deep down.
This game's
Do you know what?
done.
I'll throw it
What
out there.
the
I
hell?
wonder if Navi are already trying to mostly prep for that. You know, the meta changes coming in. That maybe these games, hey, they're brutal. We get to basically face the top of the board, right? You get FUT, you get Heretics. And maybe they're already looking towards that neon.
They seem
that
drunk, bro.
ISO.
They're doing
I'm trying, man, I'm trying.
there's been some horrendous rounds, and by some I think the count was up to like 5, 6.
Don't do it. No.
I'm gonna bring this back up.
Okay, well we could put a little wager on that one. We'll put a little wager on that. Don't
I
worry.
abstain from wagers.
Okay. All right, I'll stay away from Fnatic. You stay away from wagers. Well, you know they'll do. Christ, Josh, please, man, please. Come on, Navi, show us something. Give us a glance here. Map 1 was competitive. It was 11 to 13. Yeah, it was a little messy here and there, but they had something. Feels like it's starting to capitulate, fall to pieces in this one. Held on 5 here with the perfect start coming out from FUT in the second half. It hasn't felt that threatening yet. But away we go. FUT. Glancing, showing presence towards Mound early on, but still holding this detail, maybe expecting some aggression, and it's just light work for J.
Yeah, he's got 4 more that he can one-shot.
A blink of an eye.
I just wonder if every first kill has happened this half towards A main in the favor of FUT.
Yeah. I mean, God, that does remind me of the first kind of blood stats that were coming out of that Heretics game, where I don't think Navi, I think they got like 2 first kills.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think they had 4 over the series.
Why she brought that up?
3 round wins or something, yeah.
And it's not looking like 6 is going to be happening here, but again, can they do damage? I do think it's hard to kind of say, because I know, you know, we talk bigger picture, silver linings. You kind of talk about, you know, doing economic damage, you know, building
As
up
soon
odds,
as
or,
they
you know, all the additional
rotate
stuff.
off,
When you've got 10 rounds
Recon
to
goes
get to, you can
in,
help on
scans
fight.
all
You
as
can't just
C,
lead it round, if I'm
rotate.
honest, boys. There's
They
not
could
much more
definitely
to it.
gamble
Obviously,
this.
they'd
Could
do it if
maybe
they
get there
could,
in
but
time.
For now,
Yeah, they might have 3 pretty
moving in
close.
force,
Not saying they're going to
straight
win,
over
but
towards the A side. They've been beaten to the punch. Angel is here. Sugetsu and Ardis, and that's a shot.
Oh, missed
Finding
smoke.
exactly a little bit of a gap there to play from. Shock dart. How much does that achieve? A little bit of chip, but not enough to really deny anything. Cracks can retake the angle, spots the barrel,
Shot.
and he's taken out Angel. Ardis
remaining.
goes down, leaving just Sugetsu in a 1v3. Can he do anything? Picks up a rifle. Jump spots, but so paranoid about all the other angles. We can see where they all are. It is 3 in a line, and it's 11 for FUT. Step by step here, Josh, they're getting so close to that 12.
They have that breach Rolling Thunder as well to help achieve that goal. Bladestorm on CNET if they need to use it, but they might just save that for a rainy day. Mr. Fallen with his ultimate as well could get some information, especially if they're able to isolate where Sugetsu is. He's usually been this entire, not this entire series, but this map, he's kind of been alone.
okay, let's focus up. Let's
If they
see.
can find out where he is using the
It can't be this bad from Navi.
Run at him, target him with a breach Rolling Thunder, and just overload that site.
It's kind of now or never. And Ardis stands and commits. Does get out of there. Had a chance of drawing blood then. It was only for a moment's time, but it looks like they're
But
dying
once they
to
go
go.
into it, yeah, they got Rolling Thunder, why not?
What
He's
does
got
Ardis
to
do
no
now?
scope.
Stuck on the site here. He should be dead to rights, and he is.
Stayed
CNED
side
clears
against
him
a
in
breach shot.
heartbeat, and the C site is theirs. Zipan doesn't have his ult. He's one off.
Dude,
from
how
it,
much
but he
did
can't do
Doom Bros
much
do
to
in this
deny
team?
this
Why
one.
do they look
Couple of
lost?
shots, hoping that it finds a target, and it's
I
not.
know exactly where you are.
All on top, it's all seen. It might all be done. 12 beckoning. These 4 NAVI players better be on their money. And they're not so far. Angel's gone down. It's down to 3 here. Chow looking to step forward through those smokes, try and find a way in at least close towards the spike, but there's just an army waiting on the other side, a firing squad, locked and loaded. Zip and Sugetsu, you did some good damage, you got your ult, I guess, but still, this round's done, and that's going to be 12 for FUT. Josh, this one's looking done, mate.
Bro, still's decided. He doesn't know what to say, man. He's reached his flame counter. He can't get any more involved.
You lose that first kill. It's almost like they don't know
Even I'm
how
getting
to
involved. Like, if you add up the eco rounds and just how they're playing against some of the ults that the NAVI, sorry, the FUT have, it's just crazy.
Caught out, and they're trying to force fights that they don't need to force. And right there, start of the round, he knows that they have a rolling thunder. He knows that he's missed his shot, and they've found out where he is. But
7
instead of getting
chances.
out of the site, he stays there. But his next closest teammate is Waterfall, and cannot assist.
Boomer's just like grinning ear to ear right now.
Pansy's get involved.
Watching the scenes, but right back.
It's hard not to think about it.
Paranoia good. CNED doesn't find the initial target he was after, but he finds a follow-up on towards Angel. And he's got a shorty waiting.
Oh, God.
Does he get... Oh!
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's just feeling the game. They're just confident now. Just trying to snowball this one out. Xiao and Sugetsu. This is a lot to ask. They're held here. FUT working back through. Smoke goes up. Gonna make it difficult. They're respected or not. There we go. Spike's gone. It's back in hand. Yeah, they get the info, but FUT's on the run. CNED waiting. It's yet a J to connect. It's looking all but over.
Nah.
Just styling on him in the end.
Oh, man.
That felt a little too easy.
God, that summed it
on that
up.
second half there, if I'm honest. FUT looked good.